Hey, it's Seth from Gerber, and this is the Dual Force. For tough jobs, it's often easier to head back to the toolbox for a proper set of pliers. Until now. This isn't your average multi-tool, with increased jaw strength and force to manhandle any task put in front of it. The jaws on the Dual Force operate like a real tool, with a two-position slip-lock design. Extra large teeth grasp firmly onto a variety of fasteners and apply unparalleled control. Dominate the to-do list with 12 tools, each safely locking while in use. Here's what's included in this tool count. Blunt nose pliers, small fastener pliers, large fastener pliers, two-position slip-lock jaw, wire stripper, wire cutter, center access bit driver and Phillips bit, 3.25-inch plain edge blade, saw, three-sided file, ruler, and a chisel edge. A highlight of the tool pack is the center access bit driver, aligning to operate just like a real screwdriver. Do more in less time and get into those hard-to-reach spots with ease. The Dual Force is built to power through demanding jobs. The distance between handles is 47% narrower than the competition to provide optimal gripping power. Layered construction adds durability and strength. The included sheath can be worn horizontally or vertically, depending on the task and user preference. When a job well done depends on the tools you have on hand, don't leave anything to chance. Keep the Dual Force on your belt, in your bag, or in the truck for a mobile toolbox that is ready whenever you need it. Like all Gerber products, the Dual Force is backed by the Gerber guarantee.
The Kershaw Cinder-Copper, Model 1025CU, a Rick Henderer design. The Cinder is one of the smallest knives in our catalog. The knife opens manually with a thumb stud. This version features copper scales with a machined texture. The backspacer includes a lanyard hole, bottle opener, and has a stonewash finish. The blade is made of 3 CR13 steel with a stonewash finish. To keep the blade securely open, it utilizes a liner lock. Each copper cinder will be slightly unique as the copper scales patina over time. In addition, the added weight from the scales provides a solid feel while in hand.
This is the Truss by Gerber. With the Truss, we took everything that users loved about the suspension and optimized the tool pack to deliver even more functionality. With 17 tools, you'll be able to handle any challenge that comes your way. This butterfly open multi-tool features spring-loaded pliers, Tools include needle nose pliers, standard coarse pliers, and wire cutters. Bottle opener, can opener, small flathead driver, saw, serrated blade, wire stripper, large flathead driver, fine edge blade, cross driver, scissors, awl, ruler, file, medium flathead driver. Locking outboard tools offer quick access and safe use. The truss comes in a nylon sheath, available in either dual mount or MOLLE compatible options. From the job site to the campsite, the truss delivers professional grade tools in a compact frame.
This is the LEATHERMAN Signal, and this is a tool for outdoor adventurers. When we came up with the LEATHERMAN Signal, we tried to hit a fine line between having a tool that was practical for the everyday adventurer, but also give them the additional security of having the features to get them out of a jam if they found themselves in a precarious situation. So some of the most fun stuff for me to work on were absolutely the new features for this tool, and some of the key new features were the fire starter and the whistle and the knife sharpener. A whistle in itself is not a new idea. People know about whistles, but how are we gonna put that in the Signal tool in a way that you can use it easily and not lose it? So there's a mechanism here that's a spring that retains the part from the inside. You can only get this out from the inside of the tool, so when the tool is closed, you have no chance of losing it. We had a frequency and a decibel target when we started. What we ended up doing was trying to make a reasonably high-pitched sound so that it would carry and pierce through a natural soundscape, but also giving it a little bit more low end so it would carry a little further. This type of fire starter rod is a material called ferrocerium. It's not actually flint, which is a misconception. You can have harder or softer ferroceriums, and the harder materials will last longer, but they don't provide as much of a spark. The softer materials will really gob up and provide you a lot of flame, but they don't last as long. So that's the trade-off. We ended up tipping the scale pretty far towards a softer element that if you were really in an emergency situation, you would prefer to have that. And this is essentially a curved diamond file, and the profile of the curvature here was designed to match the profile of the serrations, so that if you were really going to be in the woods for a significant amount of days and this was going to be your only tool, you would have an avenue to sharpen up not only the flat part of your blade, but the serrations themselves also.
This is the Linedriver by GERBER. So the Linedriver really was born on the river. A friend and I were fishing and we found ourselves changing flies out so often to try and catch picky fish that just the actual act of tying a knot became this burdensome ordeal. We got back to the truck, found the first piece of paper we could and sketched it out, and the Linedriver was born. The dual-ended line driver has 6 essential functions, starting out with the hook vise. So what the hook vise actually allows you to do is not hold the hook with your fingers. The tool does it for you, and it also allows you to spin the hook while you tie the knot. When you're done tying the knot, you've got something besides the hook to hold on to while you're cinching it home. In addition to the hook vise, there's an eyelet clearing spike that you can knock paint out of jig head eyelets and get old line out of your flies as well. Tethering point and a pocket clip keep it close at hand and secure to your body. The line cutter on the line driver both allows you to use it as a conventional line cutter. This has dual serrations for tougher situations like larger diameter line. There's a lockout function on the line driver that actually closes the line cutter part way so that you're able to drag line through it quickly and cut line without actually touching the tool. The line cutter also turns into a nice little pair of pliers to crimp down split shot. I've also used it in a pinch to knock barbs off of hooks. On the same end as the line cutter is a hook threading device. It gives you a funnel to make it a lot easier to thread fine line through small eyelets. It really speeds up the process. The faster you can get a fly or a lure onto your line, the more time it spends in the water and the better chance you have of catching a fish. The approach that we took with the line driver is the same approach we take with a lot of multi-tools. It is designed specifically for line management. Everything you need and nothing you don't.